Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, looking at the full extensive list of the narcissistic traits. It's important to understand these, identify this, and see how they relate in the real world so you can better identify the narcissist and see the red flags that occur so you're not wasting time or energy with these types of people. They can definitely be energy vampires and really can be very hurtful, destructive, and cause people to really waste a lot of time. What I would say basically, throwing your pearls at swine. Putting all your love and attention and caring to people who really aren't able to reciprocate it. The quality that we're looking at next here in the narcissist is that they require excessive admiration. They require excessive admiration. So they definitely just want to be the center of attention. They want all focus to be on them. They want everything that they're interested in to be kind of the list, and they can be very narrow in the things that they like to do in life. For example, especially a lot of people who are in the music industry or the financial services industry, we see a lot of this. The narcissist musician or budding musician who wants basically a bunch of groupies and wants people to come to their shows or their parties and basically just joke around with them. Yes, it can be fun, but what ends up happening is if people who try to have real relationships with them find that they're really not available or emotionally available. And when they're not emotionally available, it means that they're not really able to be listening. They're not able to listen to people. They're not able to listen to you and realistically communicate. They might make a lot of false promises. They're not able to really kind of give you your fair 2 cents or your 2 cents worth. They just want excessive admiration. They want you to basically lead them, they want to lead you around and then basically when you're dropped off, you're just kind of like on your own. You're back in reality, but they want you to constantly be thinking about them, and they want you to be thinking that they're better than you. Either the fact that they even play an instrument, they basically think that they're better than you. And what does that really mean? I mean, you've got talents and skills of your own. Just because they're a musician doesn't make them better than you. But yet they want you to believe this, because they're the ones who are putting on the show, acting crazy, going wild. It's kind of a dishonesty. So, don't be afraid to look through that, because a lot of this admiration is, again, for you to basically just support them, and these people actually need a lot of support from people in their environment. They're not very independent. In fact, oftentimes you'll find that they have, other people have financed their dreams, or they've been able to swindle people out of a lot of money or things of that nature. And it's very difficult to have relationships with these types of people because they need so much admiration. Everything has to go their direction, and they'll kind of be critical of you in your appearance for no reason. They'll point out one small flaw and they're missing the whole big picture. They will, just pinpoint one little thing that's really irrelevant, but they'll just try to get under your skin about it. A lot of people might have issues with weight or, body image things. And, the person that you're with, you should not feel self-conscious about that. You should be able to be feeling comfortable and confident and good in your own skin. It's not worth it to try to attain some ideal which is not meant for you. I mean, we see a lot of this in advertising and things of that nature, where we're expected to be a certain way, wear a certain shoe, wear a certain outfit or pants, or things of that nature, when it doesn't really suit us. And so really you're at your best when you're true and your authentic self, and not trying to be some way just to please another. But oftentimes a narcissist who requires excessive admiration, they want you to basically fit into their mold. And that's a very unhealthy thing to do, because you're going to burn yourself out. If you're trying to please them in a certain way, you know, you're not being true to yourself. And number one, you have to be true to yourself. That's just number one. If someone says, well, why don't you try this, why don't you try that, and you know, they're friends with you and your level, I mean, that's very cool. But the narcissist will usually be, you know, very, very interested in someone's opinion all the time. You know, they want to know, you know, how do you think about this song, or what do you think about that? I mean, there's a real insecurity lurking underneath there. And it can be very draining to have someone require all that sort of admiration. They're very insecure, and they have to rehearse things again and again and go over it again and again. And you know, sure, if they're growing, you know, it can be fun, you know, as long as you're able to grow along with them, and it's not an imbalance. Because the narcissist, it'll be an undue, you know, attention on them to a deficit on you. So just be careful of those people who require a lot of that, and make sure you don't get cut off in the process. Peace and harmony with you here today. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.